Okay, so we've got right inside of the block of the smart residential buildings, and the first thing I want to say about this is that the territory here is closed with the fence all around the territory. The cameras are everywhere here. Next thing, the security arm, so the cars can get through if they are not living here or if they are not the guests of the residence. You know, the residents can just call to a certain number from their phone, and in case if their phone number is in a base, it will be opened automatically. So not everyone can just call and it will be opened. No, the trash bins are far from the buildings. Unfortunately, in Russia, in Russian yards, in the cities, it's not always like that. Besides that, the trash bins themselves looks pretty good. Not as ugly as many other trash bins in our country, and it's good. Also, here you can sort your trash. This is for paper, this is for common trash, and here is the cage for plastic bottles. So from here they then go for the recycling. Pretty great and major thing about this block is that really here is a lot of parking places for the cars of the residents, because there we can see 7 levels, 7 floor parking. And as far as we can see, the cars are staying here behind the residential buildings, not inside of the yards, and just on a parking. So now let's go to the parking. Huge parking with 7 levels, 7 floors, and by the words of the developer, they have made as many parking places, as many apartments here, and we really can see how close it is to the residential building. So it takes less than a minute to get to your hallway to your apartments. Let's go there. And you know, this is the first residential block in the city of Ufa where the parking is absolutely free. In some other blocks you have to pay or a one-time fee or a monthly fee, or just to buy the place for yourself permanently, where only you will own it. Well, here it is free for all the residents. Of course, probably the price of this was included in a budget of the whole construction, but separately people don't pay for this. It's free. It's free. Well, inside of this we can see that it looks like a usual parking, nothing special, but it is here, and of course everything is controlled here with the security and with the video cameras. Once the residents have more than enough of parking places here, it is made it possible for the developers to create a Russian dream, the yards without the cars. Really, many yards in Russia were constructed yet in 60s, 70s, 80s, when an architect really never supposed that there will be so many cars in Russia in 2000s years. And it's really a huge problem for many Russians to get their car parked after the work, especially when they are getting back in the evening. Another reason is that now, even in these days, not every developer trying to create a parking space for the residents. Their only goal is to get extra profit, so they only thinking about building the boxes within apartments because that's where the profit, and creating the yards, creating the parkings is actually more loss than profits. Well, and here the developer really thought about the residents, and here we have a real huge yards without the cars, with the trees, with the green grass. Really, here is a beautiful grass in the summertime. Now we can see the snow, but really in the summertime it's great. The kids already making the snowmans with their parents. Here also such a pavilions where you can get under the roof and to keep walking even if the rain will go. So I really love it. I really love it. And The last thing I want to say about this is that from every hallway of all of these three buildings, you can get into the yards by the pedestrian roads without needing to cross the roads where the cars are going. So it's safe. And I guess no need to say again that everything is under the cameras here. And now, little by little, but we came to the moment when we will get inside of the hallway now. The first thing we can to notice is the platform for disabled people. That's where they can rise here on their wheelchair. Here is the main part where the hallway with an elevators with the security guards, and here is the separate stairway in case of fire or 1 in a million chance that no one of 4 elevators here will not working. Well, the cameras, intercom with the camera as well, so here you can or call to the apartment or to use your resident cards to open this. Well, we are not the residents, so we'll call. Deeper and deeper inside of the hallway, and here the first thing that I want to notice is the security guards. It's not a concierge, because here the security guards have way more functions. So they are looking for the cameras that is everywhere here. More than 30 cameras as inside as outside of the building. A lot of flowers, plants, the colorful picture, and it all creates kind of domestic atmosphere here. Payment terminal, so here you can pay for many things like a loan in a bank, mobile phone, internet, and everything. Very nice mailboxes, really much better than in many other Russian buildings, and it's good. Now let's go to the waiting zone. So, when your guests will come here to visit the residence, they can not even go to their apartments, but to wait them here at one of these comfortable sofas, watching the TV. So you can get a remote control and watch any channel you want. So it's pretty good. Well, interesting thing is that here they have a toilet, the toilet special for the residents on the first floor. It's especially very comfortable for the children if they are playing in a yard and they will want to go to the toilet, so they don't have to go, let's say, to the 15th or 25th floor, so they just can go here and to get back to walk. Well, this is a coffee machine and the snack machine, and really very nice thing that I have noticed about this is that here they have a condoms, and just imagine how really comfortable it can be when at midnight you will find out that you don't have it with your lady, and what a huge nightmare to think about. You have to go to the drugstore or just to spoil the party. But here you will know that you just need to get to the first floor and to get it here, and your party with your lady will be saved. Well, here is a clean, clear still water. 4 elevators, 2 cargo, so big ones, and 2 little ones. Well, the elevators created by Hyundai company, yes. So they produce not only the cars, but in elevators as well. Well, here I love that the frame of the elevator is surfaced with a kind of like a mirror. And so here you can look at yourself before you will go somewhere. Proszę was. Now let's get inside. Go into the last floor. The speed of this elevator is 50 seconds for 25 floors, actually 2 seconds for each floor. Fifteen persons can be here. It takes up to 1,000 kilograms. You know, now we've got into the top of the building at the final 25th floor, and we'll go right inside of definitely the best apartment in this whole residential block. And right now we are in a corridor from where you can get directly into your apartment. I love it because it's kind of lightful, and you know, here is kind of wide space. Also, many things are for the fire security, as here as there. You know, from here the smoke goes out from here, and it makes sense because, you know, most of people die not from the fire itself, but from a bad smoke they are getting inside of them. So now let's go to the apartments. Welcome, guys. First off, I'm gonna say that this is a 3-room apartment with an area 100 square meters. And here I want to pay an attention to this. In every apartment they have a tablet PC with a constant power, from where you can get all the information, important information and news about this residential block. Also here you can check your counters for the water, for the electricity. Well, here is 0 because the apartment is not sold yet, but later it will be here. Same about the payment receipts. Nothing here because this is a brand new apartment. From here you can call to 112 service, it's same as 911, or to call to the concierge who are sitting on the first floor. And from here you can look at the web cameras. For example, here you can see the first floor, the reception, the security guards. Now here is the section of elevators. The elevator itself, you see now somebody is coming there. This is the yard, so you can look at the yards who came and look at your kids on the playground. Now let's just go step by step. Here is what's here. Here is the bathroom with the bath, the toilets, and Kerama Marazzi tile. Now, here is the storage, the pantry, the wardrobe. So here you can place all your stuff which will not find the place in the rooms. One more toilet. Here is the toilet only. Well, actually, I know that many people maybe will prefer to make one more pantry here. Now, let's go to the first room. This is the first room with the balcony. Actually, here is 3 balcony. The entrance to the balcony from each room. Come on. What about the doors here? Kinda nice wooden doors. The third room, actually the smallest one, but it will be okay for the kids' room or for your bedroom. The balcony here as well. Now, really one of the best places here is a huge kitchen with a kind of wide and panoramic view. Thankful to this, here is really very lightful, very lightful. This is the stove, the electric stove, because, you know, in Russia, if the residential building is more than 9 floors, you can't use the gas. Well, and actually here I can say that such a maintenance is a stock maintenance from the developer. Well, here is a flat walls, a flat ceiling, and on the floor here is a laminate class 32. And finally, let's go to the living room, the biggest room here. Come on. Well, I believe this room is about 20 square meters. And now, let's go to the balcony. I think this is the best balcony here, from where we can see the panoramic view on a landscape of the city of Ufa, of the capital of the Republic of Bashkortostan of Russia. Renat, please make a slow panorama.
No problem. Very, very slow.
Yes, that's the city of Ufa and the avenue of the national Bashkir hero Salavat Yulayev. Well, and you know, the price of this apartment now is 120,000 of American dollars. And really, even you can buy this. And really, it could be really fun if somebody from the viewers of Real Russia could buy these apartments and to live here or to give for rent and to make money with this. Why not? So if you will want to buy these apartments, you know how to find me, guys.